This is Chong, an Argus monitor that my dad actually bought me a handful of years ago. Well, we thought that he was a male until today.
Guys, I just got a text from Alyssa. She said I have to meet her in BHB's basement. I don't know what the heck it can be. We haven't really been breeding that much this year, so I can't even imagine. What the heck's going on down here?
Dude, don't look. I accidentally pooped nuts.
What is that?
Remember Chong?
Yeah?
That was apparently a girl.
Chonga!
Yeah.
Wow, those are beautiful eggs.
Not big enough to be laying eggs.
Yeah, what are you doing?
We could handle them, but honestly, it might be cool to try and feed them off to one of the monitors.
They're huge compared to her.
She's like tiny. You can see she destroyed the phone we had on top of behind the thing and apparently laid eggs. So we had to dig her out today. When you're handling an egg, you're gonna get a flashlight and you're looking for the start of what's going to be the fetus. Usually you'll see like a red ring if something's actually fertilized.
So you can see some air bubbles in there. I think that's just not calcified shell. No veins, there's no nothing. So see again how this one is it's just clear. There's no veins, there's no structure, there's no air bubble on the top. But again, this isn't surprising. There has never been two of them together.
Common though for lizards like geckos, monitors, and other lizards to lay eggs before they've ever been with a male. Discussed before, you'll get like parthenogenesis. Not sure how common that is with monitors though. I don't think it's very common.
Komodos.
No, it's very common in Komodos. They keep having partho babies.
Well, that's really cool, but yeah, I'm not sure with this species.
Okay. So these are all clear. It's super cool. We weren't expecting to find egg at all today, especially from a monitor that's only like 3 years old.
That we thought was a male.
Remember Chong? Chonga. Behind the background? They're all infertile.
Obviously.
Look how big they are.
And that's infertile too, so they'll probably be much bigger. Chonga.
Chonga. We were just pulling it out.
Funny is that?
It's crazy, right? I just remember when we got them, one of them was a twin and one of them was a triplet.
So Chong is now a girl. You may say, well, what the heck? That must be rare that you guys get it mixed up. That's not actually the case. This happens to us quite a bit, actually. When we first got Ariana, we actually thought it was a boy, so her name was Aries. We were trying to breed Ivy up, so we had Aries in there. We actually had Jazz, which was another anaconda that was just kind of on loan. Hey, you can borrow my anaconda if you guys have babies. Can I have some? And we're like, yeah, of course. And then one day we come in and Jazz is breeding Aries, and we're like, huh? That doesn't make sense. And from that day on, we realized that we have an Ariana, not an Aries. So that's just one of many times that we've mistaken what gender our animals are. And I didn't mention that she's also had 2 babies without ever breeding to a male again. That's called parthenogenesis. And one of those babies is still alive. That's extremely rare.
Chongs.
I know, I heard that you said Chonga.
Yeah!
Yeah, Chonga.
Chonga? Is that what you're gonna name? Wow, they're so oblong.
I've never held monitor egg.
But
Ones
they're
that they
infertile,
came in.
right?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with them?
Elvis.
Oh, you're gonna feed it to him?
Yeah.
You wanna watch?
Okay.
I got you some goodies, dude. Come on.
It's like, this is simple aside.
Well, I mean, this is what they would do in the wild, right? Like, imagine if they were found turtle eggs, other monitor eggs. He would absolutely go right through the nets. What is this? Oh, what is this?
He wants to give you kissy.
Poke it so he knows what it is. I don't think Elvis has ever had a monitor egg. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, ooh.
Oh, no, he knows.
Ooh, come here. He might squirt like a rocket when he bites.
It's okay.
Oh, there it is. So, this is super exciting, you know?
Ooh.
That didn't look like eggs. This is very exciting though. If you think about it, okay, Elvis has never had a monitor egg, but he's had chicken eggs, he's had some ball python eggs, and then it's really cool to see him though because in the... Oh! I'm not sitting here for the next one. Okay, so eggs, good source of protein, good source of calcium, because obviously the eggs are calcified. And these ones are actually, if you can hear them, not really, but they're a lot harder than the other ones. I'm so scared to be standing here. That will go down easy. Okay, I'll tell you what, they don't smell great.
No, they do not. No, they do not.
If something spooks him, they can spit it out and run away. But he swallowed it now. Here, buddy, you got one more. Tech deck.
Ooh.
I'm so scared he's
Ooh,
gonna
you're the
shoot.
splash zone.
Ah! I saw it on the edge of his mouth and it shot into his mouth. Bonus piece, we were not expecting to film that whatsoever because we didn't think we'd have anything to film. And now we just fed Elvis the monitor egg.
Better that like it went to something
No,
other
but
than
she was
just like the
excited.
trash.
She thought she was gonna be a mother. She
was back there trying to protect him, wasn't she?
Yeah, she tried to kill me a few times.
And this is one of my favorite girls right here, Matilda. Hi, baby. Not only one of the coolest freaking tortoises or animals on the planet, in my opinion, especially when they're full grown. She's just a little baby right now. Crazy that this is a little baby. We bought her as a female, which is why her name was Matilda. And we still call him Matilda. More on that later. For a good year and a half, maybe 2 years. Matilda, Matilda, Matilda. Until one day, bonk, out and about while Matilda's walking around a very big wee-hoo, not a girl, alert, alert. From that day on, Matilda has been a male. We still call him Matilda because that's Matilda's name. We didn't want to change our tortoise's name because we love it. And it still fits their personalities. And it doesn't really matter. We're never gonna breed Matilda. Now we know, it's a male, it's okay. But there's a couple more. So the story about Cheech and Chong are very interesting. It's a very special story to me. So I was on YouTube one day and I found this guy, I think his name was the Mink Man or something like that, and he uses Argus monitors to exterminate mice infestation. And I was just like super infatuated with him. So many of his videos where he had Argus monitor, I think his name was Rex, running around. He would kill the mice, but he wouldn't eat them. He would bring them back to the Mink Man, drop them down, and then the trainer would give him a treat, and then he would go around and just do the same thing until all the mice were gone. I was gung-ho about it. I was showing my dad, I'm like, look how cool these monitors are, and this crazy, super trained. This is like a dog, it's wild. And one day I come in and my dad's like, Noah, I got a surprise for you. Come with me. And then there's a box. I'm like, what is this? Pull it out, and there's 2 baby Argus monitors. Immediately, I'm like, Cheech and Chong. Yeah, I know. I thought it was funny, and I still like the name. We got our boy Gerald right here, the Dumerals boa from Madagascar. I don't know what's going on today. Maybe I just have a lot of favorites, but Dumerals boas have always been one of my favorites. I love the chocolatey colors. Burmese python, the normal ball python, the Dumerals boa. I mean, the beautiful pattern, but that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is we bought Gerald, guess what, as a male. Then, you know, one day, my dad was curious, is this really a male? Goes ahead, pops the hemipenes and finds out it's a female. Well, what the heck's going on here? Do you guys even know if any of your animals are the right sex? Well, yeah, we got hundreds of reptiles here, and we've had thousands over the years, so these are just a couple of mishaps. It doesn't really affect us. We're just a zoo, but maybe it's something for you to be a little bit careful about. Hey, I'm gonna be trusting, but double check for your own stuff, especially if you're a breeder or something like that. Wouldn't be surprised how often you buy a male and it's actually a female. But if you know how to check, then check, and if you don't, I would learn how to check for save you from a lot of heartache. And we're walking around here, and look at how cute Salt and Pepper are being. They got their arms interlocked, cuddling with each other. That's adorable. But my love for the Argus monitor started way before the Mink Man. You see Crocodile monitor over there? Oh, you're safe. When the Reptarium first opened up, oddly enough, we had an adult, very old Argus monitor named Artemis Prime, and she was a mean one, like Argus monitors usually are. They're kind of pretty defensive most of the time in my experience. For whatever reason, her sassy attitude just attracted me, and I was like, all right, let's see, I want to break this. And over a long period of time, I actually got her to the point where you bring her out, and she still hissed and stuff, but you could touch her and pet her and ball train her and all of that, and she was so much fun. She was the best. The ball training, all that was so much fun. Really, that started my love, which inevitably led us to getting Cheech and Chong. And look how amazing Salt and Pepper look on land right now. They're looking lazy bones right now, just happy and chilling. When we got these alligators, we thought Salt was a female and Pepper was a male. Sexing alligators is a whole different game than snakes. My dad, expert snake, could do any blah blah blah, but when it comes to alligators, what the heck do you do? So we actually had professionals. We had Gabby and Chris out, and Danny and Savannah from Gatorland. They did their thing. They did their gator scientific thing. I think Savannah stuck her fingers inside. Sorry, Pepper. And they actually found out that Pepper is also a female. Who would have known? And if you actually want to watch that video, it'll be right here. It's a good one. And this is El Toro right here. For the longest time, we thought El Toro was a male. Well, the bull snake, El Toro. Andale, andale, Reba!
Reba, uh-oh! What's happening now?
I think that's what they say. Might be getting a headshot here. And to be completely honest, I have no idea how we found out that it was a girl. I remember coming in one day and Mike was like, El Toro's an El Tora. Get it? She's a girl. And I was like, wow, Mike, that sounds good. And that's how the story goes. But there's one other one. Realistically, he's probably about 3 years old now, or She's probably about 3 years old now. That's gonna take a minute to get used to. Seeing some of like the physical characteristics that have changed in those 3 years is crazy. One thing that's really stuck out to me is the neck length. It's all curled up right now. You see how long that neck is? That's crazy to me. Now these guys come from Australia as well, similar to the Parenti monitor, and honestly, look at that neck.
Looks just like it.
It really looks just like it at this age. I don't know why she's got such a long neck. I know Artemis Prime, her neck was short and stubby. I don't know what's going on here, but it'll be interesting to see if she grows into that neck. Now, what else brought attraction to the Argus monitor for me? They're trainable, they're beautiful, sassy personality, but that's not all. They tripod. They will literally use their tail as balance and stand up on their back legs like a meerkat. It's like it's Meerkat Manor up in here, but it's Argus monitor. Wait, what?
Both of these monitors right there, Beetlejuice and Chong here, Argus monitor, they both come up from Australia. I just saw Beetlejuice come over and stick his head up like, is that my cousin?
And this one's not guaranteed, but we are 99% sure. We should really second just to find out. But Jeffrey here, obviously Jeffrey. We got this from Miguel Garcia over at Always Evolving Pythons in California. Jeffrey was a pistol, absolutely just lighting up Miguel every single time he opened the cage. He sent them over here. We pull out Jeffrey like, ah! One of the best Burmese pythons that we have ever had. Literally the most docile thing ever. I remember Miguel was like, what the flippin' heck is going on? So he gave us this beautiful Burmese python for free, actually. So shout out to Miguel, Always Evolving Python. Obviously received it as a male, aka Jeffrey. But over this last, I'd say 6 to 9 months, Jeffrey has exploded from a relatively small Burmese python to now reaching that range, which is just exploding every single month. At the rate that he is growing, we are assuming that Jeffrey is actually a female, which I don't know what the name change would be. Georgia.
Georgia, yeah, that's good.
Giovanni.
Gianna. There really isn't a lot of good substitutes for Jeff, huh?
Jan. Even though we aren't guaranteed because we haven't done the actual procedure, female Burmese pythons get much larger than males, and especially this size explosion. Maybe a video in that future confirming that. So we messed up with Chong's gender, but that's okay. That's okay. Now we know if we ever want, we could get a male and we could breed and make more Argus monitors. If that's something we ever wanted to do, now we know we have the option. Speaking of monitors, this cage under construction. Stay tuned because something might be popping into there. But I guess you just have to wait to figure that out. Speaking about.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.